I triggered my wife, and now I think our marriage might be over. My wife was raped as a teenager. Without getting into too many details, it was a friend of her older brother who took advantage of her at a party at her own home while she was extremely intoxicated. She suffered immensely, was even committed to an emergency mental health facility to prevent her from hurting or killing herself. It took her years to find some sense of normalcy. She suffers from PTSD to this day, and about a month ago, I inadvertently triggered her. We were getting pretty rough in the bedroom. We didn't do anything beyond what we have done before. 6 years together, 4 years married, 4 kids, and a very healthy and active sex life for most of that time. But apparently, near the beginning, she was triggered and placed back in the mindset of being raped. I'm horrified to admit that we then continued for close to half an hour, with me being quite rough and dominating towards her, which normally she loves. She never said a word. She never acted any differently than she normally would, and she never seemed to be anything but an enthusiastic participant the entire time. But I can't help shake the feeling that I essentially raped her for half an hour. I know I didn't, but still. After a couple weeks of her being quiet and cold towards me, saying everything was fine whenever I asked, she finally told me last week what had happened. I also noticed that this week she's pulling away from me every time I try to cuddle up to her in bed, not even for sex, just to cuddle. I asked last night why she's been doing that, and my world just came crashing down. Long story short, she's very uneasy about me now. She can't stand to have me touch her, and she does not feel the same way about me that she used to. Basically, her PTSD has caused her to associate me with her rapist, and she is, somewhat suddenly, no longer in love with me. She has no idea how to work this out. She is absolutely 100% against therapy, so couples counseling is out as an option. And I worry that we cannot solve this without help. She doesn't seem to want to give up on our marriage, but we have a lot of other things happening right now, and she simply does not have the mental energy to address this situation. I'm getting a sinking feeling that we may be done for. Has anyone encountered anything even remotely similar that may help? TLDR. My wife was triggered during rough sex and now associates me with her rapist. She cannot even stand to have me touch her. I'm afraid our marriage cannot recover. My thoughts, now might be a good opportunity to consider seeking therapy on your own. Therapy can provide you with tools and strategies to manage your emotions and better support your wife during this challenging time. Professional guidance can be invaluable in navigating complex situations like this one. Did you miss my previous video? How dare you? Just kidding. Catch you in this video?